Hello. I hope you had a great break. Like I said in the last class before the break, section 3.2 is very important and very rich. It has a lot of content, so I wanted to share the outline, my outline for 3.2. Um, it begins with the factoring principles, which are really important for this material: the greatest common factor, grouping, AC method, and the difference of squares. We covered that on Wednesday. What is a quadratic equation? It has this form to it. And then the A, B, and C is very standard way of talking about it. So try to get used to that. The order A, B, and C are called the coefficients. They're just fixed numbers. They're not variables. Solving quadratic equations. This is probably the most complicated part of the whole section. We covered using the principle of zero products, which is part A, and that's basically where we stopped. We got that far. So what will happen is the videos I'll be creating and putting up after this one will start really with part B, 3B, using this principle of the square roots, and then carrying on to completing the square. I believe completing the square will have the most examples to it. It's the most complicated process, but very important, as we'll see when we get to 3.3. All right, but not today. Finally, using the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula and completing the square are kind of related, and we'll talk more about much later what the relationship is and way of showing that. But applying the quadratic formula, as you may know already, it's basically just plug and chug. You're putting in numbers for A, B, and C, but that's not a small thing. It has to be done right. The fourth part of this whole section here, the application. Now, don't panic. It's not like word problems. We just don't have time for word problems in this class, I'm afraid. It's really comes down to just finding the zeros, which in fact you've been doing all along, so it's really not a big new thing. The final topic, part 5, that is equations that are quadratic in form. Well, they sort of look like quadratics. They have a kind of structure like what we would expect in a quadratic, but it takes a little bit of seeing the structure and doing a substitution that gets us back to just doing the same methods for quadratics like we had been up to that point. So that's just kind of the overall structure, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Oh, and I should add this. If you're familiar with YouTube videos, get the YouTube videos gives you the power to stop the video, pause it, write down notes, speed it up if I'm going too slow, all that kind of neat stuff. So please do take advantage of that. And I'll try to be mindful of, like, okay, if you want to pause here to take notes, I'll pause when I'm doing the video and give you that opportunity to for you to pause it and then write down the notes that you would like to take. Okay, that's it. Sorry. See you next video.